Good afternoon. We are Saturday, the 25th of April. Um, because of this kidney infection, and with me not being very well, I'm not doing any training, so I've got nothing to talk about really training wise. Apart from that, if I'm well enough to go to Portugal, and when I get back from Portugal, I'm going to be sticking with the 5x5 program and following it to the T, concentrating on getting strong. I can control how lean I am with my diet. Uh, this whole thing has given me a perspective on certain things, like feeling good and being strong is more important than looking good. So I'm not saying I'm going to get fat. What I'm saying is I'm going to train for longevity and strength from now on solely, and that's it. And that's covered in the 5x5 program. My diet's going to consist of whole foods, lots of fruit, lots of vegetables, lots of meat, good quality dairy, things like that. I'm going to be training for health now, not for these ascetic goals of looking good on holiday, because I need to be strong to fight things like this infection. The doctors literally said if I hadn't have gone in when I did, I was days away from not being here. So that frightened me. So we're going to build a strong, capable body fueled by good, honest food, and that is the plan going forward. If we end up looking good during that time, it's a bonus. Right, so we've got nothing to talk about training wise because we've not trained. As you can tell, I'm out of breath just talking, so it's not worth training at all. I am up, I am dressed. I've come to do this video in my car because the kids are running riot around the house. But I'm just trying to put out consistent content. There is something that I can talk about, and that is World's Strongest Man, which the group stages finished yesterday, and there was a massive, massive upset in my opinion. There's two things I want to talk about. One is the upset, and one is something a bit more personal. So the big upset was Tom Stoltman didn't get out of the group stages, and he was mine and a lot of other people's favourite to win the competition. Apparently, Big Tom tore his calluses off doing a carry event for the first event of the groups, and that's just spoiled everything. Following it, we all know that with certain things he has going on, Tom, he's a confidence player. When things get in his head, he's not the best at pulling it back, but he won't be using that as an excuse. I know it's just one of them things. I hope he comes back next year stronger, and I hope he dominates like he should be dominating. He's been so unlucky with certain things over the years. Yeah. So that's the big upset. Tom hasn't got out of the group stages. He's not in the finals of World's Strongest Man. My other favourite, Mitch Hooper, he's in there. So I think he'll win it now with Ryan O'Neill possibly second. Martin's Lissers is a bit of an outsider. I think he could win it. He's good quality all-rounder. He's very much, him and Ryan O'Neill are very similar, I think. And so is Mitch, but a level above, I believe, in certain areas. So they're all like first or second in every event, all three of them. But I believe if you put all three of them in most events, Mitch comes out on top, if that makes sense. So we'll see. The final start today. I'll be not watching it, but keeping up to date with it. So yeah, that's the upset. The second thing about it is there isn't a single British athlete in the final 10, and I think that's an utter disgrace. For so long we've relied on Big Tom to represent Britain. He represents Scotland, so where's the English lads? You've got Luke Richardson, who has suffered badly this year with the loss of his good friend, so he's got reasons to not be on form, and I hope he manages to get over that and comes back next year stronger. He's got the ability and the body and the mentality to be a world's strongest man. He's fantastic. Adam Bishop, it's his 10th year. He's the most experienced person there. He hasn't made the final. I don't really know what's been up with him the past couple of years. You know, he's had some injuries and that, but at one point I thought he was going to dominate. I thought he was going to be one of the big boys, and he just seems to have fallen off a little bit. I don't know. I don't really know what's like going on. I'd like to find a way of chatting to him to find out, really, because I love the strongman. I love the strongman. I love the idea of the strongman. I love the idea of the competition. I love the athletes. I love how they are. I love how they are together. They support each other. I think it's fantastic, and I'd like to have a conversation with any of them, to be honest, but certain ones just to find out the ins and outs of things, what's actually going on. But yeah, Andrew Flynn, he didn't make it. He had a tough group, to be fair. Paddy Haynes, he did so well last year. I think he come 5th. Brilliant. And he's done brilliant all year, and he just, I don't know, just didn't do it this year. So, all you British lads, all you British strongmen, you need to up your game, boys. You can't be relying on Big Tom every year, because obviously things can go wrong. We need someone to represent. You know, being a bit selfish, I'd like an English lad too, but I'll take a British lad. You know, I'm holding on to straws there. But yeah, I really want. We should have at least one British athlete in the final, at least one. But there's been some shocks this year. To be fair, you know, Evan Singleton hasn't made the final. What's that about? That's dreadful. He's a top athlete. He was on the podium last year. He come 3rd. No, he didn't. Year before. Yeah, year before he come 3rd. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, so there's the two things. Big Tom, sorry mate. And British athletes, up your game. You know, most importantly, stay strong, keep smiling. See you soon.